Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my least favorite films for 2025. I already have my top 10 films for 2025 out if you'd like to take a look at that. I definitely enjoy people watching more of the good over the bad, but unfortunately in this hobby you do come across quite a few films that are not that great. But I would not create a top 10 list for them. However, this list will be from 5 to 1 being my least favorite film of 2025. So without further ado, let's get into the mire.
Number 5.
The Amateur. This film, like all the other films, have a review on my channel and you can check it out. I gave this film, I think, a C-, and I do like Rami Malek. I'm happy he is in one of my top 10 films of the year, Nuremberg, but this film was just boring. It wasn't bad, it was boring. Like, just, is this over yet? Oh my god, I can't believe this movie's not that long. It feels like it. There's some really cool scenes. All the cool scenes are in the trailer. It's one of those kind of movies. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the best the movie has to offer. It's supposed to be an espionage film of nail-biting action. It's not. Sounds like it should be way more interesting than it is. And if you've seen it, you know. If you haven't seen it, I wouldn't waste your time. There's a lot better films out there.
Number 4.
Hard Eyes. I thought this would be my first F, which I still have not given an F rating yet. I'm proud of that. However, it's still a C-, which wasn't too bad. There are some very enjoyable points in this slasher movie. I'm pretty sure it'll probably have 8 sequels because they always try to create a new slasher character if everybody's going to dig, especially combining horror and Valentine's Day. But it just didn't land for me. The good in the film didn't outweigh the bad. I would never watch this again, and you can skip it.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Until Dawn, another video game adaptation movie, much like Silent Hill and some of these other films, that just doesn't land as good as the video game franchise does. This was cookie cutter at best, not scary, jump scares galore, but not good ones. If there are such a thing, I guess there is such a thing, but not in this film. Yeah, Until Dawn will not ever be seen by me again. I wouldn't recommend seeing it. Even if you're a fan of the game franchise, just stay in the gamer universe on this one.
Number 2.
All right, in my second film, my second least favorite film, like I said, there are a lot of actors playing 2 different characters this year, and Sinners being in my top 5 of my top 10 favorite films. This is in my bottom 5. This is Robert De Niro and Alto Knights playing 2 mobsters, and it is literally the opposite of what Michael B. Jordan did in Sinners. Hey, over there. Yes. Like, the editing is horrible. And we know Robert De Niro is a good actor. This film just was not good. And I love historical movies, mob movies. Sinners is a mob movie, a historical movie, and a vampire movie and all that. But it doesn't have to be that fantastical to be enjoyable. Some of my favorite films are mob movies. Some of my favorite games are mob games. And this just was forgettable. I think this was my first D rating, and it would only be surpassed a few days later by
Number 1.
Number 1. It just is that bad. It is Snow White. The uncanny valley train wreck of an editing nightmare of another Disney live action film that didn't need to be, wasn't enjoyable. Lilo and Stitch wasn't too bad, so it is doable. I didn't mind Beauty and the Beast. That one's okay. The Cinderella one doesn't even bother me that bad. But there are quite a few rough ones out there. Wasn't the biggest fan of the Aladdin one. Not that big of a fan of this one. This was just rough. And it's not Rachel Zegler. It's just shit. Like, it feels like a hodgepodge or a goulash of just crap all stirred together with no resolution. And when the resolution does happen, it's not worth the payoff. And it's long and it's boring. It gets the crown of being bad for 2025. All right. And that's my bottom 5 for 25. I will be doing the same thing for 26 around this time next year. I don't hope to have any Fs or F+. I really don't even want any D's, but we will see. You can follow me if you want some more stitched up thoughts on some great, or in this case, asininely crappy plots. And until then, I'll see you next time.